Welcome back to the Demon Slayer Gaming channel. Today we're going to be continuing our Final Fantasy XIV dungeon guides, and today we're going to be delving into the Tam-Tara Deepcroft. This is the second dungeon of Final Fantasy XIV. Again, like the first one, this only has one boss in it, and there is a couple mini bosses that we'll be covering, but we're going to speed through the trash pools here until we get to those mini bosses and we'll discuss them. The trash pools in this dungeon are relatively simple. There's only a few enemies that you will need to dodge abilities on. The rest of them you'll just have to pull, tank, and spank pretty much. So manage your cooldowns and just easily go through. You move at whatever pace you and the healer feel comfortable at. You'll see me pull some pretty big pulls here, but it's just because I'm comfortable doing those. When you get to this first open area in the middle of the dungeon, you'll see two grave diggers and a priest. Whenever you kill all three of these mobs, then another sort of demon spawns after them. The demon is the mini boss for the little area here, and he has one ability that you'll want to watch out for. That is a big AoE cone in front of him. Just make sure to sidestep that and make sure not to face him towards your team so that it doesn't hit them. After you've killed the Void Soul counter, make sure to click on the Cultist Orb. If you do not click the orbs, then the doorway to the final boss will not open up. So make sure to click those before continuing on. This area is where you'll have to start dodging AoEs from the normal trash pools. Again, don't feel like you need to pull as big as I am. Like I said, there's just quite a few, but I'm just comfortable moving at this rate. Alright, we're coming into the second opening in the middle now. Again, you see three grave diggers this time, along with a priest. Same thing as the first one, you'll go ahead and focus all these targets down. Once they're down, then the soul demon will spawn again. You'll kill him. The soul counter, can never remember his name. But you'll focus him down, and then once he's down, click the cultist orb, and then proceed on to the next area. Nothing too special. Now, even if you are comfortable in your tanking abilities in this next area, I would recommend doing this in two pools. Don't try and do it in one big one, only because then the second portion of it, there are enemies that you have to break line of sight on. So it can get a little tricky, and you can end up losing your healer if they're not keeping up with you. Alright, so the varlets in this next section are all spellcasters. So make sure that you're grabbing aggro on each of them, but then continue around the circle here, and they'll have to follow you all the way around because they can't see you. And then proceed all the way out to the end of the door here and around the corner. This forces them all the way out into a tight-knit grouped area. Once they finish off that second pack, then you'll grab whatever's left on this floor and then move into this side room here, where you'll pick up these four people. You have to kill these four, and then you'll click on the rosary, and that gives you kind of a key to go back and access that area that was previously locked off by the magic wall. So once you've got the rosary, go back to where you previously were, click on the sealed barrier, and then it'll access the last open area in the middle here where you have four grave diggers and then a named priest, Octaval the Unforgiving. So it works the exact same way as the other ones though, so just pick all the enemies up, bring them together, let your team AoE them down. Once they're dead, then another Soul counter will spawn in between them. You'll pick him up, kill him just like you did the other two, and then once you've killed him, you'll have to click both cultist orbs, and then the pathway to the final boss will open up. Alright, so here's the final boss, Galvanth the Dominator. This fight is pretty straightforward. There's only two mechanics that you really have to worry about. He is a spellcaster, so he's going to stand in one spot most of the time and just try and chunk spells at you. They are interruptible, so if you want to time your interjections in between so that you can interrupt some of his water casting, then you can do that. At 3 different times in the fight, he'll spawn imps that are connected to him, like you're seeing right now. You have to kill the imps that are connected to him before the boss can take any more damage. So as a tank, you'll just kind of pick up aggro so that it's hitting you with your ranged ability, but you'll leave your team to actually finish them off. The second time he summons them, he actually summons an imp along with a couple additional adds. Your main priority is picking up the additional adds before they get onto your healer. So let your team focus down the imp while you pick up the other ones, and then you can just kind of AoE the little adds down and then back onto the boss. Now he does have a Mind Blast AoE like you're seeing now. Just make sure that it is very long spell cast, so just make sure you're getting out of that. The only thing it does is make it so that you get paralyzed continuously, so it's not like it's going to one-shot you, but it will make the fight a little more annoying. The third time he spawns the adds, he spawns 2 imps along with a couple different adds. Again, just pick up the additional adds primarily first, and then let your team kind of focus on the imps and AoE the rest of the adds down before going back onto Galvanth. And then after that, it's just burning the boss down for what little HP he has left. It's a good time to burn a Limit Breaker for any of the DPS classes. And that covers the Tam-Tara Deepcroft. It's a pretty quick, easy dungeon. Hope this helps some people out. Thank you all for watching.